Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
So, do you know what fruit is this?
Lemon.
Well, if you say lemon, you're half correct, because the real name of this fruit is lime. The other one, the yellow one, would be called lemon. But in Chinese, we often make that mistake, and we call this 柠檬. I googled it, actually, 莱姆. Tonight, I'm going to share with you about this fruit. Tiny as it is, and so sour as its pulp, it is my favorite fruit. Why? 3 things. First, I'm going to do an experiment. As you see, this is iodine. This you rub it on your wounds when you fall down. But because iodine is a strong oxidant, oxidation will kill living things, and it will kill the bacteria. But don't rub too much, because oxidation will do damage to your tissues as well. I'm going to drop some of this iodine into this water. Alright? Now we see that the water has turned reddish brown, so it is highly oxidated. Alright? Now I'm going to, excuse me, I forgot to take out something from my bag. Sorry. Here is lime. I have half of a lime. So now I'm going to use half of the lime to squeeze it into this water. And we'll see what happens. We're going to do magic. Alright? Stir. Not enough. More. Wow. Actually, we don't need that much, but alright. Wow. Abracadabra. The water has turned clear. Why? Because lime has a very high concentration of vitamin C, and vitamin C is a very strong antioxidant. Antioxidation is good for your health, will keep you young. Now I'm going to share 2 of my personal stories of lime and me. Story number 1. When I was a very small child, I had chronic bronchitis. Every time when I had a cold, I would often cough and wheeze for about 6 to 7 weeks. And through the years, my health has not become better. It almost turned into an asthma. One day, at the age of 24, I walked into a coffee shop in Vienna. I ordered a pot of hot tea, and along with the hot tea, they gave me freshly squeezed lime juice. So I drank the tea with the freshly squeezed lime juice and some sugar, and it tasted marvelous. But not only that, immediately I felt it was curing me here. So I drank a 2nd cup and a 3rd cup. And I did this for 4 days. Guess what? Hocus pocus! My bronchitis was totally lifted. Ever since then, I hardly have a cold. And even if I do, it would be just a runny nose with a little cough for 1 day, and that's it. So, lime has totally cured my chronic bronchitis. Story number 2. A few years ago, back in 2006, a bunch of friends introduced to me a certain kind of shampoo. They said it was very good. So I used it. The moment I started to use it, I felt such a horrid feeling. It was like penetrating my skull. Such a horrible feeling I'd never had before. So I called my friends and said, "What is this?" They said, "You'll get used to it. It's from a very big company, you know. You're going to be alright. Just keep on using it." So I used it for over 1 year. After that, something happened. Something grew on my scalp. I went to the doctor. I was diagnosed with a tumor. It was very small. I didn't care much. Then, after 1.5 years, the tumor started to spread over half of my scalp. I went to the hospital, I got a checkup, and they told me, "Do you need a chemo treatment? You want to do that?" I said, "No, I don't want to do that." So I went home, I prayed, and a miracle happened. Inspiration told me to use lime juice again, but this time to rub it on my scalp. And so I did. But guess what? Ta-da! The tumor started to shrink, and most of it died. Of course, the root of it is very hard to destroy, you know. I fought with it for 5 years. Just recently, a few months ago, the tumor stopped growing. So I know that lime has almost totally cured me. Let's just sum up. Lime, as you can see from the experiment, that it has a very high concentration of vitamin C, and lime has totally cured my chronic bronchitis, and lime has almost totally cured my cancer. So I love this fruit. It is my favorite fruit. Apart from being like a medicine, lime can also serve as a seasoning. The Greeks use it almost all the time on their food. The Austrians use it on Wiener Schnitzel. Did you try that? No. No, you better try it. And the Thai people use large amount of lime juice squeezed on papaya. You must try that. That is very delicious. And for ladies, some tips. You know that nail polish removers are very damaging to your nails. And every time you use that, it's a very painful experience, isn't it? But lime juice can not only remove your nail polish, it can also give your nails nutrition, such as vitamin C. And after you squeeze all the juice, you can put this in the refrigerator. It will remove the odor. Alright? So lime has many functions. I love you. Mr. Lime, would you like to be the king of fruits? Please, Mr. Durian, please resign. Mr. Lime, would you like to be the king of fruits? I beg your pardon? Oh, he said he loves to be the king of fruits. And to help everybody, thank you.